The strawberry lines at Hill and Creek Homestead have been producing baskets full of fresh strawberries. To enjoy these strawberries throughout the year, we're going to be making some strawberry jam. Full disclosure, I have never made strawberry jam before, but the recipe was easy and it produced some great results. Alright, so these are the strawberries we got from one day of picking. It's a lot, and one of the big problems that we're going to face this summer is what to do with the abundance. There's really no time to let up once the strawberries start coming in, because this is how many strawberries you're going to be getting in a single day. So the girls, right, we have bowls and bowls of strawberries and sort of get to eat our fill, and it's a wonderful thing also to share, and that's kind of one of the things that we want to do. So we have some ideas to preserve these to make sure that we can eat them later on down the year, because right, wouldn't it be cool if we could crack open a jar of fresh strawberry jam in the winter, spread it on some toast and eat it when it's really cold outside, and we can sort of remember.
And then we can heat it up.
So we're going to be making some jam with these among other things, and our recipe is really simple. We need 5 cups of crushed strawberries. We need a packet of jell. We need a teaspoon of butter, and this is going to sound like a crazy amount, but 7 cups of sugar. And so this is probably going to give us more than 5 cups of crushed strawberries, but who knows, maybe we'll be able to double up the recipe. All right, so the most labor-intensive part of this particular recipe is going to be to wash and to cut off the tops of all of these strawberries. This takes the longest part because as soon as they're smashed in on the stove, that part goes pretty quick. We're also going to be doing a hot water bath, which isn't necessary, but we kind of like to just make sure everything's sealed. Since the boiling strawberries are going to be going in the jars, you don't have to. It's not included on the recipe. This is kind of like an extra step. Alright, so it's been about an hour of doing nothing but washing strawberries and cutting the tops off, right? But before I fill this bowl up too much, I want to squash it down and measure it. You could do all kinds of things to get your strawberries ready for preserving in jams. We're using a potato masher here, and just sort of, this is kind of fun, it kind of makes that squishy sound. They're all mashed up. It's kind of like a strawberry soup. It smells awesome, but you can see that a lot of the volume died down as we were smashing it up. Let's see how many cups of smashed strawberries we got. You know what? I think I'm going to use this ladle here. All right.
That's what you're gonna smash. That's how much you're smashing. Because it doesn't look.
All right, so that's 2 cups.
Wait a minute, you're smashing that?
Yeah. This is jam, remember? Okay, that's 4 cups. Okay, that's 6 cups.
Now I'm guessing 7 or 6.
Okay, so that bowl was almost exactly 8 cups of smashed strawberries. We need 2 more cups of smashed strawberries and we can double our recipe. We've got all of our sterilized equipment right here, and then over in the pot, we're going to get started. We got our hot water bath rolling away over here, so it's ready to go. You want to have your jars and your cans and your whole boiling apparatus ready to go right away, because it's a pretty time-sensitive thing. Our recipe calls for bringing the jell and butter up to a boil with the strawberries all together. So I just added a teaspoon of butter. I'm going to add my 1 package of jell. I'm going to sprinkle that in there evenly. And right now the strawberries have not been on heat, so I'm going to stir that in all together. Our package of jell is in there. Our teaspoon of butter is in there. And now everything's just coming up to a rolling boil. The boil needs to continue even when stirred. And on the side, I've got, this is going to seem like a lot, but I've got 7 cups of sugar ready to go. All right, so let's check it just in that amount of time. Let's see if that boil keeps when I stir it. I want to make sure that the bottom isn't burning, so I don't burn the jam. but we are not at the stirring boil yet. We're so close, we're almost there. Okay, we're at the boil point now where even when I stir it, it's still boiling. Our recipe calls for adding in our sugar quickly and continually stirring. So I'm just gonna pour in here our 7 cups of sugar. Now we need to bring this whole batch back up to a rolling boil and let it boil for 1 minute. After it's boiled for 1 minute, we're gonna remove it from the heat, skim any foam, and then begin to fill our jars. So our batch is up to a rolling boil now. I've got to set my timer for 1 minute. Our whole house smells like a giant strawberry right now. Like a giant strawberry sundae. It's awesome. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. So I'll turn the timer off. Now we have to take this off of the heat. Come over here. It says use a metal spoon to skim the foam off the surface. So I'm going to do my best to leave as much jam in there as I can and just get the foam. I'm using a slotted metal spoon here. I mean, I'm not wasting this. I'm probably going to end up using it in my oatmeal tomorrow morning. Oh man, that would be good. In fact, this jam in oatmeal would be pretty good. Alright, you can sort of see that crystal or ruby red jam underneath it. Oh man, that looks cool. That looks good. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. Okay. Try not to overfill them. I'm going to leave some head space in there, alright. Slide the funnel over. And where's my wand at? Here's my magnet wand. Set the lid on just like that. Put the ring on. These rings are just on finger tight. Boom. Okay, now repeat the process. So our recipe actually made 9 half pints here. So we're going to take the sealed jars and put them all into our water bath. Alright, so the recipe that we're using calls for hot water bath canning in 5 minutes. Put a lid on it and come back. And in the meantime, we'll just start the second batch. The next step on the recipe says that we need to take them out of the hot water canner and flip them upside down for 5 minutes. Definitely having a hot towel because they're coming out of boiling water and it's wicked hot. Set the timer for 5 minutes, and at the end of that timer, flip them back up. Alright, 5 minutes is over. Now, hot. These are still very hot. Probably want to use some kind of oven mitt. Oh, we got our first seal. That was quick. So this is what we got from 1 day's worth of strawberries. You saw the big bowl that was processed. But here's the cool thing. This gave us 19 half pints. So 19 cups of strawberry jam for the year. But the other cool thing is, yesterday, we did another batch. Alright, so this is the first run batch that we did. We've got 16 half pints and 4 pints for a total of 24 half pints over here. And then we've got 19 half pints from the second run, which gives us a grand total of 43 half pints of strawberry jam, which is kind of cool. This is like our first big Homestead food prep for the year. And it's sort of rewarding to see the hours of work that you put into the soil, into prepping the gardens, finally coming to the shelves. Our whole house smells like strawberries, and when you crack one of these open, and I'm just thinking about cracking it open in the fall and spreading it on some toast in the mornings before work, and it just, I know that it's going to taste much better because I know where it's coming from. I know that the girls helped pick the berries. We all did it together as a family, and it's only 4 ingredients. So if you have any favorite strawberry jam recipes or anything that you like to put in your strawberry jam, or the best thing that you like to put your strawberry jam on, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you again at Hill & Creek Homestead. We can open one up in winter or open one up in the fall, or honestly probably open one up tomorrow because it's pretty awesome. But our first time seeing sort of like all the hours of hard work coming to fruition here. Fruition. The girls are asleep, they didn't hear that one, but that's a dad joke.